Hello everyone, John Odom, drum set percussion teacher here with Groove with Passion drum lessons. And today I'm going to film an instructional video on the song, great song by Journey, Just the Same Way. Tempo for this song is 101 beats per minute, okay, so it's a medium fast tempo. I've got a student who is learning this song and he asked for an instructional video. This is part of what I offer as a teacher. I can do, and I don't charge extra for this or anything, but if a student needs a video on the song, if they're having difficulty learning the song, whether it's the whole entire song, whether it's just maybe a section, a bridge, or the chorus, or if you're learning, if you need to work on a groove pattern or some exercises out of a drum method book, I can certainly film videos. This is part of what I offer with my lessons. I do want to say up front that I am not going to redistribute this song in any way. I'm not going to re-record it. All I'm doing is using it strictly for instructional purposes. So once again, this song, the tempo is 101 beats per minute. Now the main groove for the verses for this song, okay, is a two-handed 16th note groove. Okay, so 16th notes are counted 1 E-enda, 2 E-enda, 3 E-enda, 4 E-enda. 16th notes are 4 notes per quarter note, okay? And if you're right-handed, you're gonna you have to lead or start with the right hand for this to work, because your right hand will come down on beat 2 and beat 4 to play the snare. Now, if you're left-handed, and I say this because I have 2 students who are left-handed, you would lead with the left hand. Your hi-hat would be over here, okay? You'd be facing this way, and you'd be going like this, leading with the left hand, okay? So this main groove, I'll leave the bass drum out for right now, but the way this is played, leading with the right hand, 1 E and 2. So your right hand comes down on the snare on beat 2, 2, left hand just stays on the hi-hat. Just both hands are playing 8th notes. If you're playing 16th notes, both hands are actually playing 8th notes, okay? So left hand just stays on the hi-hat. 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and, okay? You can add the bass drum. You can start with a simple bass drum on counts 1 and 3 like so. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Once you feel comfortable with that, then you got to build up the speed some, right? You want to get that comfortable. Now the main groove for the verses, there's 2, is this here. It's bass drum on 1 and then 3 in to give it some good energy, gives it a good pop, right? So that's the verse. Now the chorus has a different groove because you go to the ride cymbal. So I'll explain that when I get there. On the intro, there's a couple of crashes. You got to listen for that. Comes in with a fill. Your fills in this song, at least during the verses, are going to be 16th notes, just like what you're playing on the hi-hat. So let me go and get started with the song here. Here's the intro. Crash here. There's a, in the morning, or in the last part of the, I was going to try to sing for a song, but we won't do that. When it comes out of the verse, when you finish it, 1, 2, 3, that boom, Debbie boom, fill will work there. Now my student, he loves the 16th note, the ghost note snare groove, right? You might not play it this way. I'm pretty sure the drummers for Journey didn't play it that way. But for this song, for this video, and remember, this is he's a fairly new student. Not a lot of experience. He's learned a few songs. This is his first song with the 16th note groove, 16th note hi-hat groove. Okay, so I said, well, we can do this for the course, right? And I spiced it up a little bit with a couple of 16ths on the ride, like this. Pop again, a little more energy. So let me go and demonstrate the chorus. Back it up a little bit. This isn't super fast, okay? Not super slow. It's a medium fast tempo, 101 beats per minute. You don't want to be letting your sticks come way up high off your hi-hat, okay? Because if the farther you travel, all right, whether you're playing 16th notes, 8th notes, if you're playing on one hand, especially if you're playing one-handed 16th notes, the harder it is to get these notes, to keep them lined up, to keep them consistent, okay? So you don't want to be, some of my beginners, they come up way high. Their sticks are traveling a lot farther than they need to. So you want to make sure, just stay relaxed. And you'll be able to get this in. But you don't want to be, again, a lot of excessive stick height. It's going to cause a lot of problems, all right? So let me back it up just a little bit. All right. And again, this is the way Journey played it, so we pretty much need to play songs the same way that their drummer did, or at least something very close to that, right? So it's a choke. It's 2 cymbal hits, right? Choke, where you hit with your bass drum. The second one is open. And you change. Now you're playing just a standard 8th note groove. So this is your 3rd groove you play in this song, right? You started off with the 16ths on the hat for the verses. You went to the 16th note, let's say 16th note, ghost notes on the snare and a little bit of 16ths on the ride. Now you're to just a standard oh, no. Gotta watch your tempo on that. It can be easy to speed that up because you've been playing 16th notes, so you've been filling in most of the space. Now you've got more open space. So just be careful you don't rush. Just stay relaxed on this part and don't rush it, okay? But that's how this part is played, because you're going to go through this, then it's going to do you're going to play a fill, going to go back into the chorus again, all right? So let me back it up a little bit just to go into this part here. of that fill there. Going back in instead of just a Pat Boone, Debbie Boone. A 3 and 4. A 3 and 4 in. A 3 and 1. Now, of course, anytime we play a fill, you have to know or decide before you play that fill what fill you're going to play, how you're going to play it, how you're going to orchestrate it. What's the duration? What beat am I going to come in on? Am I coming in on beat 3? Is it going to be a standard 2-beat fill? Is it going to be like what we played earlier? 4 eanda, right? During the verses, 4 eanda 1, which is a 1-beat fill. Or this one, I can come in 1, 2, 3, on the of 3. 3 and 3. I'll show you that again. I'm adding one more note, but it's fun, and you can do it, right? You're not going crazy. You're not adding a whole bunch of extra notes that shouldn't be there. Just changing it a little bit, just giving a little more energy. Sorry for the little mistake there, but you see what I'm talking about, how sometimes if you make things more complex too, there's more room for error. So you have to be really careful with that when you're playing. You want to make sure that, okay, if I'm going to play this fill, especially if you're playing live with a band, you want to make sure that, okay, I can play this. We don't want to mess up in front of an audience. That's never cool. But this is the outro here. Okay, so you've done the verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, repeated the chorus, and this is the outro is instrumental. So there's some crashes here, right? And it's basically, you know, but you need a crash, a couple of hits, another crash, back to your right cymbal, basically. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3. You know, it can be either eighth notes. You can play a longer fill. Of course, you got to come in earlier. 1, 2, and a 3. That feels a little complex, but it's one that I've practiced. To add, and you don't want to do that every time, because again, if you're doing that every single time, then it's too much. But every now and then you can add a little more, start your fill a little earlier for this outro. So I'll back it up a little bit one more time. played on this if it was Steve Smith or Ansley Dunbar, one of the drummers for Journey, obviously. And they're playing quite a bit more there at the end, which is fine. Less experienced drummer is going to have a hard time playing all that. But that's a basic overview of how to play just the same way. It's certainly not the only way to play it. Again, this is an instructional video to give everyone who watches it some ideas. It's a great song, a lot of good energy in this song. The two-handed 16th note, definitely a fun groove to play. More challenging than playing a standard 8th note groove, but if you just work it out, start with your bass drum on 1 and 3, and then when you can, add the bass drum on 3 and. Okay, that gives a little more pop, a little more energy. And then that outro. I recently acquired this Sabian Paragon crash from a friend of mine. So I haven't always had 2 crashes in here. If you only have 1 crash cymbal, then you just use that one, okay? If you have 2 or more, then you can certainly hit the 2 crashes. But if you only have 1, then you're just going to use that one the whole time, for the whole song, obviously, right? And even for that, there's a lot of crashes on the outro, okay? So, for lessons like this, I am currently enrolling new students. I am currently working on, actually soon, should be teaching at another music studio. It will be a music studio over in Orlando. I'm super excited about this opportunity. And currently I'm looking for new students, whether you want to learn how to play, whatever kind of music on the drum set. Okay, if you're a beginner, never held a pair of drumsticks before, I've got several students who are currently playing music. They've participated in recitals who had never played before they started with me. And they're still having a blast, still learning music. Okay, if you're an experienced drummer, or if you've played and maybe haven't played in a while and you want to get started again, the contact information will be on the video. Get in touch with me and I'll be happy to work with you. I teach virtual lessons here, and then also do go to students' homes, all right, for lessons. I do in-home lessons, and I also do both virtual and in-home lessons with lessons in your home as well. Okay, I've been fully background checked, certified safe to work with children, so I make the learning fun, and we do learn how to play as we have fun learning this wonderful instrument. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care and be safe.